Hello and welcome to Jessi Fit Pilates, your home to get fit, toned, and unicorn flexible. Oh my God, if you're here, it is day 11 and we are so close. This is my 14-day challenge and today's workout is a strength, leg, and band work. This challenge is for you if you've been struggling with consistency and you've been looking for a fun way to get your workouts in at home. This core challenge will help you transform your abs and really get you into a Pilates habit. I brought all the tricks out. It is that magical time of day where all my disco balls are kind of lit up by the sun, and I'm super excited that you're here, and I just know you're going to love this work. If you don't have a glute band, you can always use a band, a regular long band, and then just tie it up. If you're allergic to latex, they do make latex-free bands out there. I don't have any direct contacts right now, but if you Google elastic booty bands, I'm telling you, things are going to come up that are non-latex, or just go non-latex TheraBands. You will find some options, but you can also honestly grab a leggings that's really old that maybe you're not wearing anymore and just tie it around you guys. I understand that some of you guys might be students or just, you know, sometimes you don't want to make a big financial commitment to working out. That's why a lot of people work at home. So I always want to give you some options that you don't really need to spend a lot of money on. I'm gonna go with a light band, but you can really use any tension you want. If you have a set like I do, you can have a few tensions. And if you only have light tensions, remember you can always put 2 bands around you if you want more resistance. We are gonna start today with the band around our ankles. So I'm gonna step inside and I'm actually going to use medium tension, and we are going to step inside. And when I say ankle, it doesn't have to be directly on the bone. It can be just around your ankle. And then remember, the wider you start to take your foot stance here, the more challenging things are going to get. So right away, let's just start with some spinal roll downs. I'm going to face the shorter end of my mat, so I have the length of my mat. And from there, I'm going to drop my chin down. Exhale, segment my spine down. Now I'm going to soften my knees and roll my spine all the way down. Pause here for a second. I'm going to keep tension on that band. I'm going to press into all 10 of my toes and my heels, and I'm going to roll up. I like to raise my arms up, and let's go ahead and circle those arms back as you look up. And as your hands come down to your hips, drop your chin back down. Exhale and round forward. Breathe in here, inhale, roll back up. Just a few more here to warm up. Let's reach those arms up and straight arms. How far can you stretch back? Big, deep stretch the upper body like that. One more time. Soften your knees, soften your spine, roll down. Inhale, come on up. Reach your arms up. And then take your hands, circle them back, back, back. And this time, can you take your hands to your hips? Press your hips forward just so that you're not arching your back, and just lift your chest up just to give your stretch through your chest a little bit more. Breathe in, come back to neutral. And from here, I'm going to face you, and I'm going to come down and up and just into a few squats, right? So down, down, down. Up, 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 right? And my feet are parallel. I'm hinging at my knee, my ankle, and my hip. Now I'm going to come back up, and I'm going to start to really activate my abs, squeeze them in tight, and I'm going to start to walk across my mat. Now my mat's pretty long. I've got this really cool one from Gorilla Mats, but you can really just use the length of your room, the length of a bed, and take it over, 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 over. So we're just going to do a few more rounds of these, keeping tension on the bands. It feels a little bit like a zombie walk to me, so zombie. But you want to start to feel it through your hips, and you want to start to really feel your legs working. Notice my knees are soft. We're just going to do one more round here. And you should start to feel the sides of your hips just burning a little bit. Now hold it. Can you come down? Kind of hold it in this kind of half of a squat position. Keep your knees about over midfoot. My hips are back, and I'm really keeping a neutral spine. And I'm just going to stay in this little bitty of a squat and now do the zombie walks. And it's going to become a little bit, I think, more challenging. And I'm trying to maintain that angle, right? My knees and my hips at at one angle as I do these. So even as I go right to left, I'm really just staying at one angle. And let's go again. And again, I just have the medium band. These aren't the heaviest bands I've ever worked with. I do really like them. I love the colors. They match all my outfits, which of course, I mean, guys, color should motivate you. And if it does, of course, you want to work out like a unicorn. And let's go ahead and do it one more time. One more time. And now let's come to center. Hold it here. Stay down for me. Draw your abs in. Open through your chest. I know that's the hard part. Keep your knees right over. I'm going to have us step out one leg. So that'll be your left leg if you're mirroring me. Bend on your right knee. Try not to send that knee too far over. You want to keep that knee right in line with that mid-foot. On my lovely Arabesque socks, I've got those great little fishnet cutouts, and that's a great place to keep my knee over. And now try to keep the chest lifted, hold it. Pause here for a second. Now you can always hold your leg for a little bit of balance. Let's lift and lower. Lift and lower. Give me 8, 7, 6. Keeping this leg really still, keeping this hip right over that foot. 2, 1. Hold it, don't come up. Hold it down and draw your abs and draw your shoulders back. Lunge out to the other side. Come down, up. Down, up, down. Now make sure that knee and that hip are lining up. You want to get that hamstring and glute to try to work, to try to support you. Really keep that line, knee, shoulder, hip. A few more here. Breathing in and out. I'm going to reach my arms back and hollow out my belly as I draw my shoulders back, and let's hold it. And from here, hold on. Lift, lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. We're going to come down to a plank. Spread through your fingers. You can always drop to your elbows or your knees to modify. And I'm going to keep the band right at my feet and just hold, and then back. Then slowly other leg in. So just kind of playing around with that foot placement. And you see how I have to kind of rotate the foot around. And that's great. You're learning how to control your body against other forces. Keep your torso as long as you can. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. From there, I'm just going to come down. And let's go ahead and just stretch the palms up today. Reach the hips back. And we're going to come back into, this time I'm going to take the band up just a little bit. A plank, but this time an elbow plank. Now let's just draw our shoulders over those elbows. Draw your lower bellies in, but keep the chest open. I know that's all really hard to do, guys. Now step out to the side, hold, bring it in. Out, in. Super slow, really working on strength and control. Out, in, out, in. I'm really working hard through my thighs. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, I'm going to tap my knees way down, and I'm going to reach my hips down to the mat as I slide my feet forward. Grab the band. And let's slide down to the mat. And bring our hands inside the band. From here, just open the band, just kind of pulse out, and see if you can feel your upper back. Pause for a second, slide your shoulders down and up. Now slide your shoulders down. You can do a few like little rounded arches in your lower back. Find your neutral spine position, right? Your natural curve there. Drop your shoulders back. Now, pulse out into the band a few times. 4, 3, 2. Now hold it. Tuck your tail. round your spine up. Now, if you need to, for the upper body work, you can always move down to a lighter band or have less tension on it, because I do really feel this in my shoulders. Now, keep your knees parallel as you roll that spine down. Keep a little tension on the band. It should feel a little bit like your upper back is working to support you, and notice that there's no weight on my neck. Now, I don't want to keep my head up. I really want to keep my head down. I want you to keep your head down too. Breathe in here. Breathe out and come down. And undulating through the spine, and tuck and lift. Now just hold it here. Really keep those hips high. And I'm going to pull the band here. From here, I'm going to row down. So this is one part, maybe you want it to be a little heavier. And then the other. Now your goal here is to keep your hips and your knees totally still. Right? Let's go 8, 7. Now you can always add more tension on the band by doing stuff like this or pulling down. 5, yeah, you see that's going to get a little bit more challenging. I'm really going to feel the upper back. And if you're really using your legs to hold your hips up in line with your knees, you'll really feel it in your bum too. 2, 1. Hold it there. Let's bring your heels together and your toes apart. Right? And I want you to raise those hips up a little higher. Now lift and lower your heels. Lift, lower. Right? Not as easy as it might look. I really feel this. I'm going to add a little tension here just to make it a little more dynamic. And let's open, release. Open, release, open. Now my elbows are a little bent. I'm exhaling, I'm inhaling. I'm trying to keep my spine in one position. I can't really see myself. I think I might be losing it. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to roll our spines down, down, down. Now from there, I'm going to slide my band around my thighs. I'm going to do my best to try to undo it. And you know, guys, sometimes it's just going to bunch. You'll see after a while the bunching really won't bother you as much. I know I've gotten used to it. Let's come back to a neutral position and keep one leg up. You're going to take one leg down and then the other. So we're working against the tension in the band, but I want you to really keep your spine neutral. So notice I'm really sucking my belly in. I'm really keeping my chest open too. Right? A little harder than it looks, and I'm going pretty slow, controlling that weight down and up. My feet are pretty soft. Now we can begin to make it a little bit more dynamic. We can lift the head. I'm going to keep the head up, and I'm going to take my hands behind the nape of my neck. You can always leave that head down. Now just hold it there. Hold it there. I'm going to press that leg out, in. Let's go for 8 more of these. Stay neutral. 8, 7. You can always bend that top leg if this is starting to get a little bit more too challenging. 4, 3, 2. Hold it out there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to let you rest your neck, and I'm going to let you bring that leg up. Take a deep breath in. Reset your neutral if you need to. Now take the other leg down. If you've got it in, you lift the head up. If not, keep the head down. Try to keep those elbows open and then press that leg out into the band. Out, right? And for 8, neutral spine. 7, 6, 5, right? 4, with as much control as you can. You can always keep this knee bent. You can even hold it. I don't get mad, guys. 2, 1. Hold it out there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then go ahead and take your head down. Bend in through your knees. And we're going to take a nice little stretch there on our backs. And then we're going to place our feet down. I'm going to keep the band on my thighs. And I'm going to come up to this elbow position. And I'm really going to squeeze my shoulders back and really lift up through my chest. And I'm going to draw my abs in And from here, I'm gonna lift my legs up to table. Now, just staying here might be challenging. So if you need to have your feet down and kind of do them tracing on the ground, that's how you modify that. But other than that, we're doing almost like a elbow abs. I call these elbow abs. When you're kind of resting with the forearms back, notice that my upper back is engaged. Now, if you want to make that a little harder, right, reach it open, in, open, in, open, in, open. Let's go for 8 more, right? I'm keeping my spine in one position. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can soften those knees in. Breathe in for a second. Did that feel easy? We're gonna make that a little harder. Take it up. Straighten the legs if you can. See if you can come onto one side. Now I'm really resting on that bottom elbow. Right? Nice and slow. Open. Open, right? 8, 7. Keep your chest lifted. 6, 5, right? I'm lengthening through the spine of my legs. 4, 3, 2. Hold for 8, 7, 6. Stay lifted. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right to the other side. Right? You can bend, reset, stretch. Now open, 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 open. Lots of control, lots of lifting, lots of pulling those abs in. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Hold it open. Breathe for 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're going to bring this back around the hands again. And let's come back onto all fours. And I'm going to place this kind of underneath my hands. And I'm really going to spread my shoulders wide. I'm going to try to line up my hands and my shoulders as best I can. And I'm going to send one leg back. Find a really neutral spine position. And then another leg back. Now I'm going to press down onto the band with one hand. And I'm going to take a few rows here. Now, if you want to do this with one knee down, that'll be a little easier. We can start there. You want to loop this, get a better grip, and then maybe come back into it. So pause for a second, line up the shoulder and the hand. I'm really on the side of my bottom foot. Let's pull. Now remember, the more you pull, the more you get out of it. Right? Keep your body still. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there for 8, 7. Get long. 6, 5. Keep the hips high. I'm really using my whole body, my feet, my core, my arms, my legs. 2 and 1. Hold it here for just a second. Let's go ahead and come down to the elbow. I'm going to keep this hand kind of tented up, and I'm going to raise this leg and lower. Right? Lift it, lower, lift it, lower, lift it, hold it, sweep it, hold it back, right? Find that long line. Really line up your shoulder and your elbow. Sweep, back, sweep, back. Inhale, exhale. 5 more for me. And 4. And 3. See how high you can keep that leg. See how much control you can use. 2. One more time. 1. Just hold it there, right? I want you to take it to the floor. And from here, bring that knee in. Let's take a twisted stretch here, right? So stretch up that shoulder and that spine for a second. That same hand comes under. We're gonna go right to the other side on that. Let's just keep the band close. Bend your elbow. Come to, it's almost like a 3-point plank. 3-point elbow plank. Elbow and shoulder are lined up. The hands is just tented. Start by lifting and lowering that bottom leg, or that top leg. My bottom leg is kind of at an angle, and I'm trying to keep the knee and the hip in a good line. Inhale and exhale. Just a few more here. And then we're going to start to sweep that leg forward. 2 more. Hold it up. Slide it forward. Bring it back. slide it forward. Oh, this is definitely my more challenging side, right? So yours might not be that big. It can be really small. The bigger you make it, the more important it is that you keep that spine still, right? Really sweep the leg. Try to keep that bottom leg working. Now, I feel this more my bottom leg, so if you're feeling it there, you're not doing it wrong. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Now, we're gonna bring that leg down, and we have to go into that other side leg. So yes, I did need to bring the band with us. I'm actually gonna take my hand, right? Now it's my inside hand, right? So it's the hand that's further away from you. I'm gonna put over if you're mirroring what I'm doing. And I'm gonna come to that plank. Find that alignment, line up your shoulders, and then come to that side foot. You can always keep the knee down. Now pull, release. I'm gonna realign, pull, release. Right, let's go for either of them. 7, 6, 5. I'm really lifting for my abs. And 4, I'm trying to get that elbow past my body and my shoulder blade is stable on my back. 4, 3, 2, hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm gonna bring it all the way down. And I'm gonna reach my hands forward. And I'm gonna give my shoulders a big stretch. Those I really feel. And we're gonna go back to that elbow position on the elbows. And let's go ahead and take the band around our ankles. And we'll have to open the band up a little bit to get tension. And I want you to come into a reverse plank now. Really, really lift up your hips. Right? It's gonna feel like hell, I'm sorry. We're almost there, unicorns. Give me 8 more seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and roll down through the spine, right? And you wanna really, really think about using this with an open chest. What I like about the forearm plank is that you can really feel the chest opening. We want to be proud unicorns or proud ones. Let's start with the knees bent. And let's open through the chest. And let's really press your hands back and see if you can squeeze your shoulder blades together and really start to lift from your hips. Let's keep the knees bent today and let's see if we can lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. Now again, it's the stabilizing leg. I'm feeling this one. You tell me. You can always do this with the hips down. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2. Can you hold it? Stretch, bend, stretch, bend. Reach it. 5 more, guys. 5, 4. Keep lifting your hips up. 3, 2, keep opening your chest. 1. I'm going to take us all the way down for just a second. Let's just take a little bit of a shoulder stretch, reach it up and back, and then back and forward. Just a few more. Reach, keep that chest proud, stretch back, really open up through your shoulders. Shake out your wrists a little bit. I know the plank stuff can get a little bit hairy on the wrist, so you can even give them a little bit of a stretch here. Now, reach your hips back. Remember, it's that standing leg. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Get your triceps in there. Press up. Now lift the other leg. Oop. So I'm going to bring that around the knee. Lift it. Lower. Now my goal is to keep my hips as still as possible. Your goal too. Ooh. And 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to kick it up, guys. Up. Up. Give me 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yowza. Come on down. Woo-ha. Let's go ahead, unicorns. I'm gonna grab a sip of water. Open your feet. Let's actually bend your knees. Sit up really tall. Drop your chin down to your chest. Lift it. drop it. Lift it. We're gonna roll through the spine. So tuck your tailbone, let the chin come down, but don't let the shoulders go crazy up in your ears. Right? So I'm really pulling this in. It resists the way down in my abs. Now, you can stretch and then take your hands here. Come on up. You can bend the knees, use your hands. Give yourself a stretch. Let's sit on up before we take it on back. A few more like that, right? The neck pull, right? Gentle neck pull today. Really deep stretch. Sit tall. Take it down. Horn goes forward. Back, right? And then horn goes forward. And it lifts tall. Let's go ahead and take it back from here. And just hold. Bend your knees if you haven't already. Pause here for just a second. Hold one leg up. Now, see if you can keep that leg in one position. These little one leg teasers. Rolling up, rolling down. Keep both sides of your waist and your arms up, doing the same thing. Breathe in, breathe out. Right, roll up, upper back, middle back. Sit up tall, right? I'm stretching up here, and I'm gonna reach the hands back to here before I control it. 2 more. One more time. Inhale. And exhale down. I'm really feeling that through my hips, guys. It's definitely gonna work those hip flexors. Let's go ahead and try it on the other side, however. You can always use your hands here to modify. Keep both legs as still as you can. That bottom heel presses down. I'm rolling up, which is my hardest side. And then down, slow. Right, so I'm really gonna work on this control on this side. So hands forward, head up, scoop, right? Tense into the band, and that helps me, right? Use the props, you can sit tall here, to help you, right? Tense into it. And that resistance helps me get down slower with more control. Slowly, lift, and lower. Few more here, guys. 3 more. Come on up. Inhale. Breathe. Stretch. Hands forward. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Lift. Hands forward. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Up. Now let's go ahead and stretch forward. Anyway, let's go ahead and take your hands forward. One leg is over the other, big, deep stretch. And let's use the band. You can take it off for a second. Let's do the other side, of course, before I skip that. And from here, grab your band. Reach your hands forward. Draw your shoulders back. Lift up. And let's just, with tension on the band, let's just do a little bit of a kneeling lunge. Really focusing on the back leg and keeping the hips square to the shoulders. Front heel is down. You can always use your hands. So I know some of us might have trouble. You can always have your hands here. I don't get mad, guys. I'm the Pilates unicorn. I don't get mad. If you're trying, you're trying. But if you need to modify, just modify. Always work within your unicorn body. Now can we go up, down? Just adding a little more intensity to the stretch, making it a little bit more of a shoulder stretch. And then let's hold it. Can you come up, down, up, down, just a few, up, down for 4, 3, 2, let's just pause down there, stretch it, stay square, reach back, maybe a little bit more, draw your abs in, both weight is in the legs, squeeze those inner thighs together, take it down, take a deep stretch here, right? Come as low as you can, keeping both legs Well, the back leg straight. Let's switch it out. Reach it up. Take it down. Up. Right, that back leg is working. My knees over my front foot. And up. Squaring the hips off. Tension is on the band. Give me 5 more. Right. Slower down with control. Up with a little bit of force. 3 to go. Shoulders are back. Chest is open. Upper back is working. All 10 toes are on that mat. My front heel is down. Let's hover for 8, 4, 3, 2. Down to the floor with your hands. Stretch that back leg back. Breathe. And let's go ahead and just take a big, deep hip stretch here. Send those hips way back, back, back. Let's use the band for the stretch. One hand can be down, and I'm going to just use the band to gently pull me forward. I'm bending my elbows and I'm reaching the spine long. Breathe in here. And from there, let's switch sides. Breathe out. Come back into the split. And you can use the band to pull, right? Now lift the spine here. You can see a little bit of this, my tighter side. If you squeeze that hip back, lift through the chest, flex the toes, and breathe. Thank you, guys. It's day 11 of my Fit Core Challenge. Unicorns, you are doing so awesome. Make sure you check out the vlog for a little bit of extra help with some things. I also go over quite a few things with my newsletter, so you're going to want to sign up for that, especially in that 14-day challenge area, because I will be sending you a checklist and some of my tips for getting through the challenge. If you haven't done that already, make sure you click over there, and I will see you for just a few more days left. Thank you.